Hello everyone, this is Dilo305 and you're here on the Big 3. This is where I talk about the latest chapters in One Piece, Naruto, and Bleach. And at the end of the video, I will give out my random topic for this week. Now let's begin with the latest chapter of One Piece. It is chapter 578 and it's called He Who Must Live to See the New Age. Now, before I start this show, I just want to say, if you haven't read any of the chapters yet, go read them, because I'm not going to be liable if I spoil anything for you. So if you haven't read the chapters yet, go read them before you watch the show. So let's begin. In this chapter, from what I can gather, Sengoku, he raced the shit out of the Blackbeard pirates. All he did was grow big back to his Buddha-sized form and just shockwave him. Now we don't know if it's Haki yet. They say it's a shockwave, but you know, until we get further confirmation, I'm just gonna go with what the manga says and call it shockwave. So Sengoku could produce shockwaves, which is pretty cool, I guess. Scissor Man, which is what I call him, but his name is Inazuma. Scissor Man and Iva, they get taken down by Akainu. Akainu just rushes past them. I guess he beats the crap out of them, whatever. So they get knocked out. Akainu, he wanted to kill Luffy, and Jinbei was holding him back. And so what Akainu did was he used his lava punch thingy and just went right through Jinbei, and he was aiming for Luffy's heart. But unfortunately, thank God that he missed. Because if he didn't miss, you know, Luffy probably would have been dead. So Jinbei got nailed. Luffy got hurt too, but he didn't get as bad as hurt as Jinbei did. So Jinbei right now he has a hole, I'm guessing, like in his body, and Jinbei was apologizing to Luffy, even though Luffy couldn't hear him, saying, "Oh, I'm sorry that I got you hurt, even though I was gonna protect you, whatever." So we have that little moment there, and then Akainu tries to go for Luffy again, but Crocodile comes in, and I guess he hurts Akainu, or tries to hurt Akainu, and at the same time he sends Jinbei and Luffy spiraling with his Sable attack. And so while Jinbei and Luffy were still in the air, Buggy, since he was trying to run away, he catches them, and he's surprised that they were falling from the sky and that they were all bloody or whatever. And what else happens? At the end of the manga chapter, you see Buggy trying to move away from Akainu, and then that's where you see some rain come up from the water. And now this is where this chapter gets awesome, because who's in that submarine? In that submarine, it was Law. Yes, Law from Shambody Archipelago. If you guys remember, he's the guy with the long ass katana and the talking bear for a crewmate, and that new slave. Well, his new crewmate that was once a slave. So yeah, he's there in the submarine. He tells Buggy to give him Luffy because he's a doctor and he'll probably heal him. And also, maybe this is probably almost where the war will end. It will end with Law taking Luffy and Jinbei and I guess all the rest of the pirates away from the war. So this chapter, it gives out pretty good details. Law, you know, that was quite a shocker there. Well, it's almost a shocker, but it was a good chapter. I give it, you know, I say a 3 out of 5. You know, it was good. Nothing groundbreaking, you know, except for the Law part, but it was a good chapter. You know, good chapter. Naruto, chapter 487. The battle begins. This is they started off where Naruto and Sasuke were talking. Naruto and Sasuke, you can pretty much confirm just by reading it that they will fight the next time you see each other. So yeah, they're gonna have their fight later on. Sakura admits that she hasn't gotten any better, like emotionally wise, since she was 14 years old. Now she's 16, but you know, ever since, you know, back when Sasuke was still part of the team. And you know, I think I agree with her. She's still a whiny bitch, and she still relies on other people. So you know, she's whatever. She's doing her own little thing, whatever. Sasuke, like, he talks to Mandara, and he wants to. He actually, like, he goes back to what Mandara says about offering Itachi's eyes to Sasuke. Before, Sasuke didn't want him. Now he wants him, just because he wants to be at full power when he fights Naruto. Because Mandara said that Sasuke was losing his eyesight already because he used Susanoo way too early. So Sasuke wants Itachi's eyes right now, and you know, I guess we could work. You know, Itachi was already losing his eyesight, so I guess, well, I guess it's not as bad as Sasuke's eyesight if Sasuke really needs them. So you know, we'll probably see how that works out later. Karin, she's gonna go back to the Elite Village with Naruto and Sakura and Kakashi and them. Killer Bee and Raikage, they make it back to their village. Everyone's all happy and whatever. And the biggest shocker of this week's top 3 mangas, Kisame is still alive. We all thought he died, but he did not die. He's still alive. I'm happy. It might not look like, well, I might be like ranting a little bit. I don't know. I'm just very happy that he's still alive. He's my favorite Akatsuki, like I said in last week's episode, and I'm glad that they actually like just kept him alive. I'm really happy. Now, people were speculating, oh, you know, he's, you know, how the hell did this happen, whatever. They explained how it happened. Zetsu, I think his white form, or his white side or whatever, it's either his white side or his black side. One of those sides switched places with Kisame while Kisame was in the water when he was fighting Killer Bee. So they made Kisame go into Shamehada, his former sword. So now Kisame is infiltrating the Raikage's village and this guy's village, Killer Bee. So yeah, Kisame's still alive. Thank God it happened. Like, yo, Kisame, we will see him in action later, and he will, I guarantee it, he will beat Killer Bee. He will take down Raikage. Watch you see. It's gonna be awesome. Just wait for it. And at the end of the chapter, you see Kabuto taking out some people. I think it's from the Kage meeting that they had earlier. So yeah. Now for Bleach, chapter 396, The Bite. This chapter, it wasn't really that, you know, awesome, like, in my opinion. Aizen, they show his dad, like, they show what happened to Yamamoto when Yamamoto hit him with that last attack. Ichigo in his hollow form, he tries to cut Aizen down, but Aizen, it didn't work on him because Aizen's too OP, whatever. Aizen confirmed to Ichigo that he planned everything, from Ichigo meeting Rukia all the way up to him fighting Ulquiorra, and Ichigo's the way he is right now because of Aizen. So what does Aizen have planned for Ichigo? We don't know. We'll find out. I will be finding it out along with you guys. So yeah, when that happens, I will talk about it. And yeah. Now for the random topic. Well, first let me do the ratings first. For this Bleach chapter, I'll give it 2 out of 5, and for the Naruto one, I give it a 4 out of 5. Just because they, you know, Kisame and all that stuff. So yeah, for the random topic, on Tuesday I saw Alice in Wonderland with my girlfriend, and we both liked the movie. It was okay. It could have, you know, they could have done a little bit more in the movie, but with what they had, I wasn't really too bummed about it. But yeah, if you haven't seen it, go see it. I recommend it. So with that said, rate, comment, subscribe. I will see you guys next week. Peace.